serve with pleasure. Hello and welcome everyone to another Let's Play with the developers. My name is Raycoms and we're live here on HellColonies, live on our Patreon server, as you can see. I'm currently still, let me just organize my screens for a second so I can see the chat as well. That's hi John, hi Odd. Yes, HellColonies today. I did not adjust the stream title, did I? Live from hell. So, and the stream title in the stream I forgot as well to adjust. So current task name is live from hell, obviously. So I think we're updated now. So hi everyone again. Hi Sam as well.
Mute yourself again.
Did I?
Hi.
Am I muted? No, I'm not.
I'm not sure.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I just said hell again because it was adjusting some awesome options. I did dump. I did my dump my stuff somewhere. Just have to remember where I dumped my stuff. I dumped all of it because I had. I was flying around in the world a little bit doing some debugging and I'm not entirely sure where I dumped all my stuff. I got a few things. I got my sword. No, streaming on Fridays, yes. It's just not Wednesdays and Wednesdays and
Fridays.
Wednesday and Fridays normally not right. So yeah. I thought I had said, yeah, it's Wednesday and Fridays, but today we stream.
Good that chat knows better at which days you aren't streaming than yourself, right?
I missed Tuesday, so yeah. This is the alternative. Where's my stuff? Where did I put it? Where did I put my stuff? Huh.
Check the warehouse, maybe some citizen found it.
I found part of it. I have my backpack in the backpack slot still. And here's my bow. Okay, I think I got everything. I was looking for my backpack, but it was in a backpack slot.
Again.
Obviously,
you even told your stream that you will forget it next time.
Yes, and I did tell people to remind me of it as well.
And they didn't, right?
No one reminded me of it, so I can't blame someone else.
They just wanted to see you searching again.
Yes. Okay, we got everything. Let me take some of these things here up to the tavern in Dev Colony. We did find out that there was a little bug with the spawning of citizens, of new kids, which was when you had a lot of free slots, kids would spawn slower, which definitely gave problems in certain cases, which will be fixed soon. Soon. In general, we made a bunch of progress in a lot of things. Modularization is really coming along. It's not on the server yet, but I think I'm going to tell Wizzy to make an update. I think we're stable now. So things are progressing. So we have a guard here. Our HellColonies is also progressing. There's my resource scroll. She's still working on the composter. Let me check what she needs. So I can do a little bit another. This chicken period. We can do another round, maybe a round later. Different colonies. Okay, you just. Okay, she got everything for the composter level 1. Awesome. Social distancing. Nathaniel not even wearing a mask. I don't believe it. So. Down we go. What do we need now? Let me check actually on research right now. We should have another slot to do research. We have 1 researcher, I think. Yes. And I'm pretty sure that we have a bunch of research we can do. So we... I want to go technology actually first. And having harvester far more. Citizen durability. I think that's what I want to do. 32 iron ore. That might be the harder thing to get. I don't think we have any iron ore. The crusher we can research. Did we have everything for? Just need stone. Okay, that sounds good. Let me just get a stack of stone and I'm going to research this crusher. It would be nice if colonists in the same job had more individuality. So we have some general plans on that, but that is relatively difficult. So we would then create ways to mark certain things in the skin, in the skin of a citizen, so in the texture of the citizen. Called skin as well. Mark certain things as this is skin, this is hair, this is eyes, and then generate those, and then have like citizens would then be born with a certain set of things like they're already. We already have the individuality in the skin color. Those are already unique, so they're not good. They are going to have the same over all different jobs. Hi there, Albert KICIKCD. Stone. So that's already something we have, but we do probably want in the future to go towards a generic system where we have just these special things around it, and the rest is everything defined through the job.
Yeah, someday maybe.
But yeah, we need more artists for that, and it needs a bunch of code work, etc. as well, so that it doesn't have a lot of priority at the moment, I would say.
Yeah, and it's just nice to have visual upgrade, right?
Yeah, it's just more a visual upgrade, which is not necessary, like actual gameplay elements, right?
Yeah, at least it doesn't have as much of a priority.
Yeah. As always, we're open source. If anyone wants to work on that, you're very, very welcome to do so. I need to steal some baked potatoes. I'm out of food. Here we go, eating something. Some people probably already saw some of the modularity updates in the UIs, having these additional tabs. I'm currently working on the settings system, kind of a way to register settings to a colony more easily. So that is going to be interesting in the future to have. So we do. Then the idea is basically such that you can define a setting in one line, and then can you easily use it, and it's rendered in the UI, and there's a specific page for all settings. And the main issue of it is not the code, but is we would need a major rework of the textures. And that would be just a major amount of work. like Imri did a bigger rework on our HUD textures, and you will see them change if you're playing on the latest versions, because they are more uniformized now. Is that the word? Uniformized? And it sounds weird. Oh, I want to check.
Yeah. Standardized, maybe?
Standardized. Yeah. I think uniformized. I think there's a word like that. John, help me out.
Maybe you just say more uniform.
But I like to use hard words. So... oh, we can... So glass and stone. Uniform. Yeah, they're more uniform. So they all look more uniform now. Like at the moment, the HUD blocks kinda really look like they have been created by different people. So they are very different from the styles. And they use a lot of textures that are non-vanilla textures, which makes them really ugly when you use HD texture packs. So that is something that has been adjusted now. We have enough stone so that they actually look really nice and in a decent texture pack now as well. Just need a little bit more, it seems. I've been passing a few times through the different people streaming Minecolonies, and I did notice that the #1 complaint was that the citizens always, yeah, it's uniformity, but how do you say something? The verb for creating uniformity. That's the question. Almost. And the main complaint was that the citizens always say the same because they don't know about the sound pack. So we are kind of a little bit wondering what is the best thing for us to do there. Now, an obvious, easy solution would be to make it actually a mod and put all the audio files in extra mod and make it a dependency.
Even easier would be just putting it directly into Minecolonies.
Yeah, the easiest solution would be putting it directly into Minecolonies, but the problem of that is that would quadruple the char size of Minecolonies.
And then it's 100 MB or so.
Yeah, it's 100 MB and...
people got decent internet these days. 100 is like nothing.
Now the problem is that the build system has to store it all the time, gets uploaded to the Mavens all the time, and etc. pp. And hello there, MS Lab. Thanks a lot for the raid. Highly appreciated. Hi there. I have invited her to actually do some coding for us as well. And I gave her a little task. I think people are absolutely going to laugh. And that is going to be that illness is going to partially spread to players as well, so that you get those wobble effects by chance. Like there's a percentage chance to get one of those particle effects for some time. Not particle, those potion effects when you pass a citizen, collide with a citizen that's ill. So we do want to research rocking roll, and we want to research Minecraft comes alive is cheap. Yeah, I have seen that recently, a while ago, that they are GPL v3 the same as we are. But that
they are still 112.
They're still 112. No, he meant like to use the same texture system they have.
But we got like very different models.
Yeah. Now, I mean, we couldn't use their textures anyway because GPL is a code license and that does not include artwork, right?
Yeah.
Artwork is usually, if it's not explicitly alright, if it's not
it's
explicitly,
usually you can like copy code just fine, but assets you can't.
yes. So if it's not explicitly Creative Commons, that means it's falls under the basic copyright laws, which are actually even stronger than the all rights reserved, right?
Yeah.
Now we can definitely see how they did that, but that's not pretty hard. That you would just have different layers of textures. The problem is that you have to adjust all textures to use those layers, etc. That is the bigger problem.
You will need to do a lot of texture work.
So it would have to be a lot of texture work. I remember that Imri wanted to do that once. She wanted to look into that month. Maybe she will look into that in the future. She's working on something else now, which I'm not absolutely sure what she's working on now. But I do know that she wanted to look into individualizing the textures a little bit and having like different eye colors, etc. Yeah, if we have then these general overlays, we can have like different things. But the problem is always they have, as far as I know, they use one model, one female model and one male model, and that's it, right? And that is significantly easier because each of our workers has individual models, and so adjusting textures is much more work. And since they have a lot of, like, it's the same models for all of them basically they have, it's a very easy to template that. Yeah, the voice system with chat I'm definitely not a fan of. If anything, I do like the individual voices like we have. I don't see that of a problem. Potentially we could even make like the voice system, some other things with the voice system in the future. But in general, there's if I would add chat, I would add it similar to Millionaire did it, because I think that's the only one of the things Millionaire did really well, and that is that chat of citizens was only above the head. So it wouldn't render in chat, it would only render above the head. But I don't see a necessity for that so far. So she's still working on the composer, but she's progressing now. Evelyn, do well. Let's check on Evelyn how she's doing. Already placing stuff? I wonder. Let me check on that. Better idea, deep fake voices. Yeah, that would be epic, wouldn't it? Also deep generated conversations, right?
Yeah.
We could also go just away and just generate skins arbitrarily, right? You don't even have to, and then we could even go like, then we could go as far like, I would probably go as far, if we mark already certain layers in a skin, right? And then we can go as far as say, this is the eye layer, this is the skin layer, this is the whatever layer, and we just put it random, just like a range of 100 colors, right? And I would probably go fancy, and it's like, okay, so we have skin colors, so we can actually go as far and just like really find the mean value between two hex colors when the citizens have children. But yeah, that is not priority. But she does seem a little bit stuck, true. Indeed she was, indeed she was. And it was your fault, wasn't it, you nasty? It probably wasn't, but I like blaming Endermen for bad things that happen. So, odd, the smelter doubles ores for a long period of time already. He didn't dupe resources. He just is a very good... They are very good smelters. Okay, I'm going to go overworld. We do need some cobble, and we do need some iron ore for research. Iron we have enough, but we need iron ore for research actually. And cobble we're almost out. Ah, here's the waystone. Step to the ship. Repair the pickaxe. Okay, that's a cheap one. That would be a cheap one if we had those blanks here. Here we go. Warp logs here. Okay. And the waypoint is here again, so I don't have to walk all the way back. I always forget that extra waypoint we put there. And walk extra miles. Like they say, what you don't have in your head, you gotta have in your feet.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Chip. Okay, we got everything. No. To the ship. I want to go in overworld. Oh, that's right, dude. I'm a little bit confused today. That's probably me earlier raging about how the World Trade Organization is blocking virus vaccine right distribution to allow everyone to produce the vaccines that were anyway publicly funded. So they were like, I'm thinking they're not even triple publicly funded, they were like quadruple publicly funded, right?
Not sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the research was publicly funded. I don't believe it. My pickaxe is hexed. Really? My luck? Destabilized? Darn it, just now that I reached the mines. Back to the ship we go.
Goes mining with a destabilized pickaxe. You don't do that.
Who would do that?
Yeah, no one does, right?
Cleans. Lapis. Cleansed. Great. It was even double broken, basically. There were like two bad effects on it. We have one additional speed. I'm giving him a little bit of additional speed. Overworld, not teleporting anywhere. Here. Also, the research was funded. The production is obviously paid. Then a lot of base knowledge to make the research publicly funded. Plus all those corona studies, etc., that were done publicly as well, publicly funded. I have to balance the thing. I do know. So for the next time, I'm going to try to balance that a bit better then. So Everything publicly funded for private profit, and then have poor countries not get any access to vaccines.
Sounds great, right?
That's because then we don't make any profit from it, and that would be super bad. Like, they didn't spend any money on the vaccine, how? And then they're not getting profit. That would be just very anti-capitalistic.
And the funny part is that if they don't get it, then you actually use your labor slaves, so that you actually do lose money.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't get like cheap workers like that elsewhere, right?
Yes, exactly.
That's kind of where they are making a lot of money from, so maybe they should take care of it. But as usual, it's always a bit short-sighted.
Very, it's always very short-sighted.
Yeah, very.
Very. It's like obviously we want those. We're going to just lose out because as long as those people get corona, there are going to be more mutations, and we will be in lockdowns and all those kinds of things, and etc pp, right?
Yeah.
So but as we know, this would be bad for the quarterly profit margins, and that's what matters. So here we go. Fire. That was very close.
And we didn't even bet yet.
We didn't even start betting yet. Here we go, more iron ore. Oh wait. Today, when I heard that today, when I was like, really? Did you hear it already? That why healthcare workers didn't get an increase in salary? Because of the church. Literally because of the church. It's basically because a lot of the healthcare facilities are owned by the church.
Yeah,
and there is a law about independence of the churches, so that the state can't make laws that affects the church, basically. And so the idea was to have a new tariff for healthcare workers, and if the church agrees to the tariff, they can force it on the entire industry, basically. They can't force it on the church because that would be against the law of the independence of the church. The church didn't agree to the healthcare law, to the healthcare tariff, or to any tariff actually. They didn't want any tariff at all, which results in no tariff and no salary increase for healthcare workers, basically.
Yeah, that's nice, right? Because the church likes to keep their low-paid people.
Yep. So but it's again so short-sighted. The church is losing hundreds of thousands of members every year.
Yeah. And never invest into them either.
And all they do, and it's actually, they're mostly losing people because their members are dying. and new members are not entering because of these kinds of things. And instead of investing, like doing things the young generations would like, oh, this is something that puts us in a good light, right?
And like decent community projects and such, which like churches are usually very good connected for.
Yes.
So
like things that the church could easily do. No. We rather have people running away from us than making less money.
yeah.
Which like in general that like would make sense. But if you forget that in Germany there is church tax, where people that are in the church pay an extra tax that goes to the church, and if that decreases, then they make less money, actually significantly less money. That's a lot of money, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, the very first thing I did when I reached 25 and it was like, okay, now you have to start paying taxes to the church, was like, okay, ciao church,
Bye.
bye, bye. Not that I'm religious or anything, but I was just too lazy to go through the half an hour bureaucracy to leave it. But in general, yeah. Obviously they're not helping themselves either. Not that I bother, for me that's in general an institution that is causing more harm than good. If you look at the AIDS issues and in Africa, and the church is still saying no, we know AIDS is a problem, but condoms are not the solution. They are not for the church, or they're anti LGBTQIA. I've learned today it's now LGBTQIA.
I don't even know what that means.
Hey, it's LGB. Yeah, it's all the lesbian, gay, queer, asexual, trans.
Well, that's horrible short, because that it's not nice to remember.
The thing is that it started with 3. It was LGB.
Yeah, and yet now it's like 5 or 6.
But so it was a reasonable one, but now it's too long. So it's probably at the time to find a term that is
more
what the single term and includes everything. So we have here zombie. Oops. Oh, but that one had a range. Here we go. And out a little bit. Bim bim bim. John said the passage in Leviticus that was about homosexuality was mistranslated. It was about pedophilia and not about homosexuality, but we all know that they don't care about the former. Indeed, we do know that. So here we go. Here you go. More iron. Yeah, but religion is always about holding. It's like general something conservative, right? It's about believing in something independent of changing facts or anything. Jim. Anything here? Nope. I thought I found some nice diamonds. It was only one.
That's not that many.
Disappointing. I got 3 out of it because I got a good pickaxe, but
Yeah.
was still less than I expected. I was like, oh, diamonds, and I was like, oh, one
Oh, 1 diamond.
diamond, not diamonds. I'm going to be interested in how that is going to turn out in the future, because the spawn rates are all going to change in 1.17, right?
With spawn rates.
Of the material, of the
Entities.
yeah, and of the ores generation rates. I meant.
Yeah.
Since I got people-
Maybe gold becomes actually rare. Could be, since that's how it is on Bedrock.
Maybe it seems definitely a relatively large difference, and
I
it's
mean,
going
gold
to
at least usually is meant to be rare and valuable,
yeah.
which it definitely is not at the moment.
And it's also there's like 0 uses for gold as well.
Yeah, no uses. You got so much of it.
Generally, it's going to be a lot more interesting because just mining on one Y level is not going to be enough anymore because things are much more distributed now, or different Y levels.
Yeah.
So if you want diamonds, you have to go really deep. But for all the other, I think coal and iron don't exist anymore in those depths. So it's going to make things
I
a little
wish
bit more
they
interesting.
would like adjust spawning so that it's mainly spawning in caves and such, and not,
Yeah, especially with the
not
big,
randomly, and so you don't just strip mine all day long.
especially with the new cave systems, that would actually, since you have now bigger caves.
It's a much nicer experience and playstyle to go through caves and then find ores there.
Yes. In general, that would be a bit more interesting.
Could like just have a lot more ores and caves and less when it's not a cave or so.
I do hope they also adjust the mob spawning, etc., because that is just like ridiculously bad at the moment. We have like those, you can have like an enormous amount of local mobs around you, and then you just walk around. Sometimes you don't find any mod at all for long periods of time.
They are all gathered somewhere else.
Talking about this, I did think about potentially, or we did think potentially about having kind of like a mod that would localize this, would kind of create local limits for entities like cows, etc. So the idea was then you have like a chunk and a region limit of cows, etc. And when you extend that limit, you started getting illnesses, like killing off your cows and entities. So like how it realistically is, basically. You can't put a lot of animals in a closed space without having pandemics, etc. result from this.
That would help, like having instead of one guy having one large cow farm, and no one else on the server would be able to find cows anymore on the server.
Yeah, exactly. So because there are these limits, either we have like way too many entities, which is bad for the server performance, or we have like one guy or one girl with a huge amount of with a huge sheep farm, and no one else is able to find sheep anywhere. So that would kind of restrict that a little bit. Or just so that you realistically would require large pens as well to hold farm animals in, which I think is also much more realistic to real life. Either you get that or you get diseases, which doesn't make it a zero-sum game anymore and what involves more interesting choices. So no diamonds here. Seems like a diamonds. I found some. At least 2. Only 2. Just because I said at least. When I got only 2, exactly 2, I got less diamonds from this than from the single one. That was disappointing. So, what do you think about that, John? What's your opinion on that? So, yeah, but I have Fortune 3, I can get triple out of this. Let's see. If we do that, there should be tricks to increase the livestock health. Yeah, that's having the livestock in a large area. That would be the trick. Do you want this to allow injecting antibiotics as well? That might be a little bit too modern for Minecraft. The idea is to make something that we can put a cow explosion. It's having them explode. So like a few times I actually thought about, you know, would be epic would be like an environmental mod. So you kind of like, you have a lot of cows, you're going to get diseases, but not only that, you're going to get the land is going to start getting infertile and dry out because of the CO2 consumption. Animals actually need food as well, and not only like eat grass that regrows with a single tick. And really make like an environmental simulation. Water starts drying out, etc.
Yeah, they could do a lot. They do have some money, they could hire people which can do that.
Yeah, it would be pretty epic if Mojang did something like that. It would be super educative as well, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe they manage that in 10 years or so.
Yeah, maybe 10, 15.
Maybe. Yeah, likely not earlier.
So, where is it? F. But in general, I think always, if it was possible to make real money from this, it would be epic. Then I would potentially create a mod like that. But since that is not possible to live from this, not even close.
No, not even close.
That's all a little bit more difficult. So here we go. Like, I've already seen there like vegan mods out there that kind of like display messages when you kill an entity, but I think that is like one of these things that is like counted, like it doesn't work. in an educative way. Like what works is like really show how actually inefficient holding livestock is, and how detrimental
you
for
need
the.
to like offer alternatives.
Like you offer alternatives that are like baked potatoes, and a great alternative. But you can offer protein-rich alternatives as well that are not baked sweet potatoes, I find. Although I can't eat those. They give me bad go to the bathroom disease. But there are mods that force you to do things like that. To give them food, etc. They're a pain. Yeah, they're a pain because it's realistic. That's why it's a pain. Jim. Well, now this time I got a bunch of diamonds. I'm at 22 now. More diamonds. Oh, much more diamonds. My bad luck streak is over.
Okay.
So we are at 34 diamonds now. Here, let's get some more iron. I'm getting so much iron. It's also good. It's going to allow making our miner. Going to do a bunch of the research upgrades for the miner then. And a bunch of them need those materials here. Here we go. So oh, there's a skeleton here. Doesn't. We do have PVI disabled at the moment on the server, right?
Yeah.
Because there was some exception, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It was a client-side thing, wasn't it? As far as I remember, even.
No, the client-side thing was when you remove PVI, since it added some tags. It then only existed client-side, and then it threw some errors.
I thought it was like some people couldn't join because something was pathing in their colony. I might just remember that badly as well.
No, it's right. You can't join if you got PVI on client side, but it's not on server side.
Yeah, that yes.
Because it's expecting the text to be synced from the server, and
yeah,
then they don't exist.
But that is most mods. That doesn't work right. Here we go. Getting more of this iron. We have honing available again. Yeah, I got more than a stack of iron ore. I got like 3 stacks of iron ore.
That's decent.
So we're back to the start. I think we can do a teleport. That is Death Colony Overworld. Nice, that didn't even cost experience. Jim. Putting my findings here. Got also a bit of redstone because we're starting to lack that. Some mob drops.
Didn't we have tooltips for the items and recipes?
Oh, now we
like
got
when
even...
you display the recipe UI and how are the items?
Not in this version here on the server yet. Yes, I did add them recently. Actually, the reason they are not there is because there's missing a super in the onUpdate method in that UI. Yeah, I'm going to put all the iron ore in here. Yeah, it's a super stupid bug. I did fix that recently. When I was doing some work in those UIs, I was like, why isn't this overlay rendering working? Like you were like,
Yeah.
why isn't this working? I actually was adjusting a few things, so I thought it was my fault. And then when I looked into it, I was like, no, it's not my fault. And it's because I was adjusting the recipe UI to be a bit more uniformly. Dum de dum de dum de dum. So, how are we doing? Ah, the composter is ready. Awesome. Do we have someone working there? Let me double check on that.
Don't think so.
I don't think
I
so.
was gonna check if we can hire some.
Yeah. Doom to doom. Yeah, we've not. I haven't been using Opti Not So Fine lately. There were a few problems with it, so I'm playing without. And the Nether is also not so great, to be honest. The Nether is much darker with Optifine, making it much harder to see anything. So yes, the composter is ready. I'm already clicking upgrade because the next level is cheap as well.
We can hire some new people, but we'd only have one visitor on team, and he wants diamonds.
We only have one visitor.
Oh wait, here's another one.
That sounds weird. Level
40 books. Is that better?
Let me check. I'm going to come there. There should be a bunch of visitors around. Maybe we find one with a little bit more realistic expectations. I always go those stairs.
Ah, that's the diamond one.
I've seen them spreading out fairly far lately.
Yeah, they do wander around. We got one with 40 gold as well.
So that one you checked
already.
already,
That
right?
one is about to leave.
45. Did you check the one outside here? 12 flowers and 8 cakes. And there's one on the...
Yeah, it's not so great.
And there's one on the wall up here as well. Jim.
And here it's a smelter, I think.
16
it's
honey.
The one with 40 books.
So Karen, your Karen started work on that now. Ouch, August. I think I'm going to try to get the builder to level 4 next then.
Oh, we got a new child. See, we still get childs.
We do. Build, upgrade. It's morning. I can recall here. It's going to be a pain now. She will start removing all those nicely, strategically placed torches in her butt. Oh, there's an Enderman here already. The nasties. So, that is a nice list here. A level 4 builder, here we go.
Oh yeah, the 4 stuff gets more and more expensive.
Yeah.
I'm not sure whose idea that was.
Whose idea that was? Always
yeah,
like that.
Buildings expensive.
Carpet goes here. It's the classic conservative approach to things. It's always been this way. That is the explanation. That is the sole reason for this. I crafted 9 crafting tables instead of what I actually wanted. Dark oak. Well.
Wow. One of our visitors which I hired had 32 intellect.
That's
intelligence.
Neat. That is neat. Light blue wool. Was it one light? Yes. 2 twisting wines. A flower pot. Nether sprouts. There should be enough around already in the warehouse. Dark prismarine. We don't have anything around prismarine, do we?
Didn't one of our patrons bring us some stuff?
I'm not 100% sure, to be honest.
I think so.
We see here. I found 1 prismarine here, but no dark prismarine. We have here some... Okay, that's not so bad. Is it only dark prismarine? And 3 normal prismarine and 1 prismarine rock. And red sandstone stairs. But we have red sand, that's not a problem then. 1 set of stairs and 1 sandstone.
Yeah.
So that is fairly easy then. Was it 1 normal sandstone and 1... 1 smooth. And I made cut stairs. Dang it. So that is 1 smooth. How do I make smooth red sandstone? Apparently I can't do that in a crafting table. So that's cat. I think I have to put that in the oven, don't I? In the oven.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Yes, it was. 2 orange banners. 6.
Yeah.
12 orange banners. Polished andesite and polished granite, each one. Don't they have some polished one already around? Apparently not. If they ever had a bread-like substance, I would believe so. I think all cultures ended up cultivating something giving carbs. I think there was no culture that didn't cultivate. They had their potatoes, right? That is plenty of carbs there.
Yeah. I mean, there is no food without carbs, basically, right?
Yeah.
It just some is more, some is less.
Yes. Rag. And some is almost purely carbs.
Yeah.
I do want to try that Satan recipe I sent you these days, though. It's a very cheap.
Yeah, I think the recipe is not so bad. I just didn't like the girl. This was one of these super stupid ones.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird, but it's like I like to take videos of these because then you're for sure that it's like it works, that recipe. Red nether 4.
Unless they like cheated.
Unless the cheat. Okay, so I'm going to hire
And
my
just pretended it works
I'm going to
so that
hire
they
my
can
friend
get
that
a
is a
lot of
professional
views.
cook. Nah, that I don't think so, but yes. Yeah, they quinoa. Yes,
Yeah.
there we have it. Oh, by the way, there was this quinoa myth that buying quinoa is bad for the local communities because it takes a source of protein from them. Actually, it seems several studies conducted found out that it actually was beneficial for all the involved communities. So the problem of quinoa is more the environmental impact of shipping, but then again, there are much worse things than this as well. And
Yeah, we're shipping a lot of worse stuff.
yeah, there's a lot of stuff that is shipped much more, etc. Here we go. I'm going to fill in those initial requests here already. So I'm going to already fulfill all the dark oak. So that is 3 dark oak wood. Um, 5 more dark oak planks. I personally like quinoa. I think it's a relatively versatile for a bunch of things.
Yeah.
And tastes pretty well.
Like
It's a great source of protein as well. Dark oak stairs. There was more than that in dark oak stairs, wasn't it? Choop, choop, choop. Oh, it was enough now. Okay, and only these dark oak fences left now. Awesome. Here we go. So, red sandstone stairs. That was a normal red sandstone stairs, not smooth ones after all.
we got mummy raid.
Mummy raid from the northwest. That's interesting.
Yeah, wanna see that. Northwest might be the Pickland area.
1, 2, 3, 4. Mummies and daddies.
Not that kind of mummy.
So I think the rest should probably be in the warehouse as well. Only the prismarine is the problem, and the acacia clay shingles. Dev colony, not the upper level, eastern builder. That's where I wanted to go. Chuk 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 chuk. Filling in those things. We see if we have prismarine in the warehouse. Nope. Acacia. Plenty. Awesome. And we need a bunch of these acacia trapdoors, right? We're going to place our fisherman. That's an excellent question.
We could just put him next to some lava.
So that should. I'm going to make some extra trapdoors. Can never have enough trapdoors. So, putting all those here. So we only need some acacia for this. And then the prismarine stuff, right? Netherfish. Could be interesting as well, to be honest. I wonder if it's possible to add a loot table for fishing in lava and have the fishermen fish in lava. Or we could just add 2-3 fish textures, right?
Maybe.
That would be an interesting thing.
We might need our own like fishing thingy entity as well. That one might burn when you throw it into lava.
We're not sure. I don't think that the bobber is burning.
I think it may.
Nah.
No.
No, like realistically, yes, but we're talking about Mojang here. So, very unlikely in my opinion.
Kinda depends if it's a living entity, I guess not.
That's because there is no such thing as a fishing rod without the bobber. So the entire rod would have to burn. Yeah, hellfish. Yeah, exactly. Although prismarine would then not be the most realistic thing to drop either.
Yeah.
Prismarine still. Couldn't find any raiders anywhere. So we'll go down again and try to scrap the prismarine stuff together. Yeah, let's start with the dark prismarine, right? That one is easy.
We could also like just completely remove any water, and, like not allowing builders to place water in the nether, and then require colonies to trade with each other.
Yeah, that
once we got trading.
Once we got trading, there's a lot more things like that I would do, yes.
Yeah.
Then a lot of specializations
if we
are not
like
necessary.
could do that, then we likely don't need to add extra combat for lava fishing.
True, that's true. So cyan, clay, acacia, shingles. So we need clay. We need plenty of it. And we need... Okay, let's start... we need cyan as well, don't we? Or do we have
Wait,
to...
for level 2 of the composter, I will already need composted stuff. God damn it.
So that is...
We have a composter worker, yes.
So that is clay, acacia, shingles. How many do we need? Clay, acacia, shingles, 64. It's not enough. 28 shingle slabs as well. So we need all of those basically. And maybe some sticks out of this. That might just be enough, the remainder here. Yes, that's enough. Not for the next building, but at least for the builder hut, that's going to be enough. And the normal prismarine. How is it made? Ah, we do have maybe enough for it then. So 3 prismarines and 1 prismarine block. Okay. And nope, we don't have enough. 1, 2. Oh, we actually might have just enough. Yes, we do have just enough. Exactly enough. That was a good one. And then the shingles, we just need the coloring then. We need some green and some blue. Here we go. See and dye. Did you find them?
No, I killed them.
You're just like, ciao.
Yeah.
2 more, I guess.
Still gotta find some nicer spawning positions for the nether.
Yeah, we do have to improve the spawn logic for the leather. I think that's it for the builder. Eastern builder. Want to deliver it here.
With Minecolonies pathing, that would be even easy at the moment because that one does not require an entity, unlike PVI and all.
Yes. Still easy.
Yeah, but I don't think we should need an entity for passing at all.
Oh, you mean the level 2 composter already needs the item?
Yeah, the level 2 composter needs composted dirt.
Ah, you hired a composter.
So I just put him to compost some wheat seeds now, which he should be getting soon.
So what did you turn on? Wheat seeds and poisonous tomato. What else can we turn on here? I would love to do that with letters.
Oh, we got a lot of eggs. Maybe that works too.
Oh, egg. No.
We can actually use cooked egg.
To the. We do only have one cook though, right?
Yeah, true. And you can't like get cooked stuff away from the cook really, because you set a minimum stock, so he does craft it and then he keeps
yes. Rotten flesh we don't want to turn on because that's a good source for.
Yeah, rotten flesh is nice for leather.
So yeah, it's mostly the wheat seeds, right?
Yeah, but we should have a lot of them.
Ah, wait, didn't we add?
We can also put potatoes too.
There were supposed to be warped blocks in here as well.
True. I remember that as well.
I remember that we added warp blocks to the list, but they're not in it.
Yeah. Maybe that got lost again.
Yeah, we have to maybe double check that code. So we're standing around here. And we should rather stay close to the composter before the compost goes to the farmer and the farmer uses it up all.
Yeah, true. I like the colony teleport squads.
Yeah.
It's fun when you can teleport other people around you.
Yes.
It's like, hey, want to visit my colony? No problem, I'm taking
I wonder if that's something that can be easily abused as well, right? You teleport someone in your colony and let them be killed.
Yeah, it sounds like a fun one.
We can now turn off the use of compost by the farmer. Forgot that we had that setting.
Oh, true.
Thanks for reminding us. Really forgot that we had that setting. Disabled fertilizer. And I'm going to going to cancel the fertilizer request as well. So that now we're safe.
Yeah, and we don't have to wait.
Here we go. First thing you turn off on the farmer. Hey, I think later on, especially if you have like with the wart block composting, I think it's super useful to have it on. We're going to produce a bunch more stuff. But for now, we have to turn it off, yes. Now I'm going to go look at the builder. What are you waiting for? Oh, you should not I have to wait for that. I deposited the blocks in the warehouse, so you should be getting those soon. Okay, nice. So the delivery is starting to happen now of all the things. Torches are still around so far. Yeah, that makes sense. We might want to think about defaulting it to off as well, if else people don't discover it. Although in the future it's going to be with the additional settings page, where you're going to have to drop down here on the side. Discovering settings is going to be much more easy as well than it is right now, where you just like have to click one more page to the right.
Yeah.
I didn't know that the builder had here a third page with automatic mode, like one setting there. Even I completely forgot about that, because you have to switch pages. When you have like a settings tab, you're more likely to click on it and discover what there is. Builder went to sleep. Our colony is going to sleep now. I think it's a good moment for us to finish the stream. Tomorrow we will be live at the Andes again. We will be working on the next hut. I don't even remember what the next one was after the cook, but tomorrow it's not going to be a silent movie stream. It's going to be full on there. Baker's tomorrow. We'll do another day. We will do a full colony check again, Nod. We'll fly over all colonies on the server again and see how people have progressed. So not today, but another time we will. Thanks everyone for tuning in again. Thanks for the new follows that we've gotten today. And then Juge and Nikamville. Hello Matthew. Just made it the last second of the stream. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks Sam for hanging out with us as well. And thanks for all the engagement in the chat as always. If you want to support our modding project, consider signing up on Patreon. You get access to a bunch of our servers, the schematic server and this one here, and you're supporting our amazing project that is basically not able to generate any other source of income besides that. It's like 95% of our income is via Patreon. I hope you enjoyed the stream today. See everyone tomorrow again. Good night everyone, see you around. Or good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Ciao ciao.
Good night.